All right, hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something completely different. We're going to be doing all our ab workouts from a standing position today. So, totally different from all the floor stuff that we've been doing this week. So, stay tuned because we've got some good stuff coming for you, and I know that it's going to make you break a sweat because I just practiced these moves so I could make sure I'm doing them right, and I already broke a sweat. So, all right, first things first. We're going to be doing a similar pattern that we've been doing the first couple of days of this group. So we've got 5 total movements. Once again, we're going to be doing 20 total repetitions for each movement. So once again, if you have two side, or if you have both sides incorporated, it's going to be 10 on each side. If you have only one, it's just going to be 20 total each. Okay. So first thing that we're going to be doing, and I'll just do this quick overview once again. I've got my notes on the floor, so that's where I'm looking. We're going to start out with a standing cross body. Standing cross body knee lifts, and we're going to be doing 10 of those on each side. We're going to move straight into standing oblique crunches, and we're going to be doing 10 of those on each side. Then we're going to go straight into plank walkouts. If you haven't done a plank walkout, it's pretty cool. I'll be showing you how to do that. We're going to be doing 20 total repetitions of that. The fourth movement is going to be a standing side lean. So for this, if you have a weight, I definitely recommend that you grab it. I'm just going to be using this 5-pound weight that I've got here, but if you don't have any dumbbells, feel free to grab a water bottle, grab something from your pantry, like a can, just something, a jug of water, something that's going to add a little bit of weight, or even grab on to your kid if you have one and you can figure out how to hold them. So standing side lean, 10 each side, and then we're going to go into tuck jumps for a total of 20, and that's going to get our heart rate up even more. Okay, so here we go. First things first, standing cross body knee lifts, 10 each side. So we're going to start out feet hip width apart, hands behind our head, and this is all it's going to look like. We're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, okay? And you can see here that this is working not only our lower abs, but it's also working our obliques, all right? So you don't want to go super fast in this or anything. Just keep it slow and controlled and really feel that engagement in your core. Keep your core in tight the entire time. And go ahead and do a total of 20 or 10 on each side. Okay? So that's the first movement. Second movement, standing oblique crunch. This is going to be a side crunch for our obliques. All right? So once again, stand with your feet hip width apart. And this is going to kind of look a little bit, it might be a little bit weird. So if you have issues with balance, go ahead and hold on to something. But how it's going to look if you don't need to use anything for balance is you're going to keep most of your weight on that standing leg. So right now I'm doing my right side first. I'm going to keep my right elbow right above behind my head. And I'm going to use that left leg for that stability and that balance. Pull my core in tight. Keep everything nice and tight in there. And just, and I wasn't even tight enough. Keep everything balanced. And just go ahead and bring that right knee up to the elbow, and you'll feel it right here on your side for a good oblique crunch. Okay, so you're going to do that a total of 10 times on this side. Switch to the opposite side, again keeping most of your weight on this leg, and if you do need to hold on to something for balance, you can do that too. All right, second movement, so 10 each side. Third movement, plank walkouts. These are going to be a total of 20 times. So a plank walkout will look a little something like this. You're going, actually let me move the position of this camera so you guys can see me. So for a plank walkout, you're going to be in a standing position to start out. When you guys are going down to the floor, this is the only floor movement we've got, you're going to want to walk your hands out into a full plank position. Keep your core in tight and use that core to pull you back in up to a standing position, okay? Going down once again, walk it out to a full-on plank, and use that core to pull you back into a standing position. All right, so that is the plank walkout. So you're going to do that a total of 20 times. That's our third movement. Our fourth movement is the standing side lean. So this is where our weight comes into play. All right, so once again, feet are going to be hip width apart, and all you're going to do is take that weight in whatever hand you want to start out with. I'm starting out with my right. And all you're going to do is lean down to the right side, all right? And when you're pulling that weight up, you're going to be using everything right here, all right? So you're going to be pulling that, actually, it's going to be the opposite side. Sorry, messed that one up. You're going to pull in everything tight right here. I can feel it right here though too. But you're going to pull in everything tight in your core, obviously hold it all in, and use the opposite side that you've got your weight on to pull that weight up, okay? So I'm leaning down and everything right here is keeping tight and pulling that weight up. So I'm not using my arm, or anything like that to pull myself up. It's all coming from that oblique muscle, all right? And I've only got 5 pounds and I can still feel it right here, tightening up, okay? So you're gonna switch to the other side after you've done 10. Once again, feeling it in the opposite oblique. And then you're gonna do that a total of 20 times, 10 each side. The final movement is going to be tuck jumps. All right, so this is where the cardio is gonna come into play. Your heart rate's gonna get high. Okay, so tuck jumps. These, whether you realize it or not, do work your core, okay? So I'm gonna show you a tuck jump from front and the side so you can see what it looks like. I don't have any tennis shoes on, oops, but I'll be okay. So here's what a tuck jump from the front looks like. Feet hip width apart, maybe a little bit closer. Yeah, they're honestly a little bit closer. And all a tuck jump looks like is that, all right? So you see how both of my legs came up at the same time in slow motion, which I can't do it in slow motion, but I'll show you one leg at a time. It literally looks like a crunch, but in the air, okay? So I'll show you from the side what a tuck jump looks like, okay? So you can see how that entire core is working for that full on movement. Now, we're gonna do that 20 times. So that is gonna be pretty fast. But if you do wanna modify it, you can do a modified version of it just with high knees, okay? So if you do need to modify, just put those knees high in the air. That's all you gotta do. Keep the core in tight though the entire time, all right? If you want that core to be working, you're not just gonna wanna lift your legs up and, diddly-daddly along. No. We wanna keep the core in tight and lift with the core abdominal muscles, all right? So that is your not upper body, it's your standing ab movements for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Forgot to tell you, once you've completed that entire circuit, you're gonna go ahead, rest for a minute, and repeat that 2 more times. So you're gonna do that circuit a total of 3 times, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see y'all tomorrow.